Joining me today from the CPCA is Kim Carey. Kim, thanks for taking this time.
Thanks for the interview.
Now, Kim, just a few days ago, the CPCA announced that there will not be a 2020 season. How did you guys come to this decision?
A lot of factors were taken into account to come to that decision. A lot of our shows, of course, with the restrictions that there is on the amount of people that can be in one area at one time, was a big factor. There was a lot of our shows who had to cancel because of that. We had to take into account our drivers, and a lot of their sponsorships were dropping out as well. So in whole, we just tried to make the best decision we could for the association, the drivers, our show committees, our sponsors, and everyone involved.
Now, Kim, how is this going to affect the different drivers in the CPCA and as well the employees of the CPCA?
They're keeping on myself as well as Carolyn McKenzie. Carolyn does our social media, and then I'm the office manager, and I do our sponsorship and sales as well. So they're keeping us on. The drivers, it's going to affect a lot with no sponsorship or shows coming in. That's their only two sources of revenue. So that's going to be huge for them. Guys are going to be worried about trying to feed their horses all winter. What's going to happen from here?
Now, Kim, the Calgary Stampede was announced earlier this year that it was canceled as well. Do you think this maybe even puts that perspective in people's minds even more about how serious this is? Something like the Stampede that hasn't been canceled in however many years being shut down?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all felt like it was probably coming, but we were hoping that, maybe by some fluke that restrictions would be lifted and everything would change. But when Calgary canceled, you know that it's really serious.
Now, Kim, do you guys think that there's going to be any further precautions that you guys take in the future?
In all honesty, Evan, that isn't something we've discussed yet. We're just kind of basically just trying to get through this year and then see what happens on the other side of it, and then from there'll be definitely something that we're gonna have to look into.
Now, Kim, how big do you think this hits the chuck wagon racing community? Really just for people trying to get into it or people trying to continue it, right, having this season off?
It hits them huge. We had quite a few new drivers. The CPCA was actually up to 30 drivers this year, which was exciting for us because we did have new blood coming in. So it's going to be really hard for people first starting with no sponsorship coming in to keep going. And it's going to be hard for guys who have been running for a lot of years to keep going.
Now, final question here. This might be the last thing on some people's minds, but does this mean that Todd Baptiste will still be the reigning champion in the 2021 season?
Oh, yeah, for sure it is, yeah.
Awesome. Well, Kim, I appreciate you taking this time, and best of luck in the summer and trying to sort your way through all this COVID-19 business.
Thanks, Evan.